Imagine this. You are holding a simple Washington quarter in your hand. Something you've probably tossed into a jar or used at a store without a second thought. But what if I told you that very same coin could secretly be worth more than a luxury mansion? What if the quarter in your pocket right now wasn't just spare change, but a hidden key to a fortune beyond imagination? Welcome back to True Coin Value, the channel where coins transform from pocket change into life-changing treasures. And today we are diving into the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Washington quarters in today's auction market. Coins so rare, so extraordinary, that they are shaking the collector world with jaw-dropping prices. Stay with me until the end, because the coins I am about to show you aren't just collectibles. They are treasures of American history, stories frozen in silver and copper, each one capable of changing lives. And trust me, the final values will leave you speechless. So tighten your seatbelts, because once you see these coins, you will never look at a quarter the same way again. Let's begin with our very first masterpiece. Coin number 1. The year was 1959. America was booming with optimism. The highways were expanding, Alaska was joining the Union, and Washington quarters were already a trusted symbol of strength in every household. But hidden among the millions struck that year in Denver, a handful of quarters emerged unlike any other. This 1959 Washington quarter is not just a piece of metal. It is a frozen moment of American history, crafted in 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 6.25 grams and carrying a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. The Denver Mint mark proudly sits under the eagle's tail, signaling where this treasure was born. But what makes this particular coin so breathtaking isn't just its age or silver content. No, it's the way time has painted it. Unlike ordinary quarters, this piece has developed rare brown and black layers across its surface, giving it a mysterious, almost otherworldly appearance. It's as if history itself has brushed it with shadows, leaving behind a natural masterpiece. Collectors often call this kind of patina a time-forged beauty, and believe me, no two coins age the same way. This is nature's signature, completely unique, impossible to replicate. Now here's the secret. Out of the countless Washington quarters struck in 1959, almost none survived in this type of exceptional condition. Most were spent, worn down, and melted over time. But the one we are looking at today, it has survived for decades, untouched by destruction, and it still shines in very good condition, holding every detail of George Washington's profile and the eagle's feathers with sharp clarity. That rarity is why collectors across America and even around the world are willing to fight tooth and nail for it in auctions. And this is where the real treasure comes in. The current market value of this 1959 Washington quarter in this exact condition is a jaw-dropping $95,000. Yes, you heard that right. $95,000 US. Dollars for a coin most people wouldn't glance at twice. That's not just money, that's a fortune, a life-changing treasure sitting in the palm of your hand. Think about it. The market for rare quarters is not slowing down. It's heating up every single day. Collectors are realizing how quickly these coins are disappearing, how demand is skyrocketing, and how few opportunities remain to grab one before prices soar even higher. Owning a coin like this isn't just holding history, it's holding an investment, a treasure chest that appreciates with every passing year. For collectors, the tip here is crystal clear. Never underestimate the power of patina, condition, and mint marks. A 1959 like this one, layered with its unique natural tones in very good preservation, is like lightning in a bottle. If you see one, don't hesitate, because the next auction might push its price beyond your wildest imagination. So, as we move forward through this list, keep this in mind. We are not just talking about coins. We're talking about treasures that carry history, beauty, and fortune all at once. And believe me, what is coming next will raise the stakes even higher. Stay tuned, because the next coin is even rarer, even more breathtaking, and it might just blow your mind. Next up, as we turn the page of history and step into 1976, America was celebrating its 200th birthday. 2 full centuries of independence, freedom, and triumph. And to honor this monumental milestone, the United States Mint released a very special edition of the Washington Quarter, the legendary Bicentennial Quarter. Unlike ordinary designs, this coin carried not only George Washington's timeless profile, but also a unique reverse, a proud colonial drummer, a flame surrounded by stars, a design that shouted to the world, "America is 200 years strong." Collectors instantly recognized that this was not just a coin, but a keepsake, a patriotic emblem frozen in silver and copper. But here's where the suspense deepens. While millions of bicentennial quarters were minted, not all of them are created equal. Some carry a D for Denver. Some carry an S for San Francisco. But the one we are talking about today, it carries no mint mark at all. That little absence, that tiny missing letter, has transformed this coin into a piece of absolute rarity. Because every collector knows when the mint mark vanishes, mystery begins. How many were made? Why so few survived? How did such an error slip through the strict United States mint system during one of the nation's proudest celebrations? These unanswered questions fuel the fire of demand, and collectors will pay anything to own this symbol of mystery. Now let's look at its condition. The coin we are focusing on is preserved in fine quality. Every detail of Washington's face, the drummer's figure, and the independence flame are still intact, carrying the whispers of 1976 into the present day. Imagine how many of these coins were spent on groceries, toll booths, and daily purchases during the bicentennial year. Yet this one survived, untouched by heavy wear, its legacy fully alive. That's what makes it stand out from the millions. And here comes the thunder. The current market value of this 1976 bicentennial Washington Quarter without mint mark, in fine condition, is an astonishing $70,500. Yes, $70,500 US dollars. Just imagine the shock of finding a plain-looking quarter in your change and realizing it is a treasure chest worth more than most people make in a year. This is not fiction. This is real. The collector's market is surging, demand is climbing every single day, and this bicentennial no-mint quarter is on every treasure hunter's radar. Its value is not stagnant. It is rising just like the American spirit it represents. And experts believe, in the coming years, these rare bicentennial quarters will break new records at auctions. For collectors, here is the golden tip. Always look closely at your bicentennial quarters. Check the mint mark. If you find one without any mark, no D, no S, then hold it tight. Because what you're holding isn't just an anniversary coin, it's a silent giant, a hidden treasure, and one day it might just bring you a fortune that could change your life forever. So, as we continue deeper into our list of ultra-rare Washington quarters, remember this: coins are not just metal. They are history, mystery, and money is combined into one. And the next coin we are about to uncover will prove that statement even more dramatically. Stay with me, because what's coming next will push your excitement to an even higher level. Next up, the year was 1964, a year etched in American memory. The Beatles had just arrived on United States soil, Civil rights movements were reshaping the nation, and the world stood at the crossroads of history. And in the midst of this powerful time, the United States. Mint released the very last Washington quarters to be struck in 90% silver. That's right, 1964 was the end of an era. After this year, silver was stripped away from everyday quarters, replaced by copper and nickel. And that's why every 1964 silver quarter carries an almost sacred place in the hearts of collectors. But among them, the Denver-minted 1964 D Washington quarter has emerged as one of the rarest treasures. On the surface, you might think it is just another quarter, Washington's profile on the obverse, the proud eagle on the reverse. But this particular specimen holds something magical. Over the decades, it has developed what collectors describe as brown waves. This isn't damage. It's nature's artistry, a delicate flowing pattern across the coin's silver body, giving it a one-of-a-kind, ocean-like look. Every wave, every shade of brown is a signature of time itself, making this piece truly unique in the world. And let's talk about its condition. Unlike most 1964 quarters that were worn away through decades of use, this one has survived in very pretty condition. The fine details of Washington's hair, the eagle's wings, and the lettering remain sharp and strong. Combine that with its natural toning, and you have a coin that isn't just rare, it's breathtaking. But rarity isn't just about beauty. It's about survival. The Denver Mint struck millions of quarters in 1964, yes, but only a fraction escaped into the hands of collectors before the great silver melt of later decades. Countless 1964 D quarters were melted down, lost forever, while a handful like this one slipped through time, gaining both history and value. That survival story is what makes this quarter a crown jewel in any collection. And now, here is the truth that will leave you stunned. The current market value of this 1964 D Washington quarter in this extraordinary condition is a staggering $86,000. $86,000 for a single quarter. This is not a fairy tale. This is the real auction market, where collectors recognize that coins like this are not just metal, they are treasures, they are investments, they are fortunes waiting in plain sight. Every expert in numismatics agrees the value of high-quality silver quarters, especially the final 1964 issues, is only climbing higher. This isn't just a collectible. It's a treasure chest in your pocket, an heirloom that grows more powerful with each passing year. The demand is overwhelming, the supply is dwindling, and those who own one of these are sitting on something far greater than money. For collectors, the lesson here is clear. Pay attention to toning. Coins with natural, eye-catching toning, like the brown waves on this 1964 D, are more than just coins. They are masterpieces. And masterpieces bring record-breaking prices at auctions. If you ever find one, hold it tight. That's not pocket change, that's life-changing fortune. And as incredible as this 1964 D quarter is, what we're about to uncover next will raise the bar even higher. Because our final coin in today's list isn't just rare, it's almost mythical. Stay with me. The treasure hunt is far from over. Next up. And now, we arrive at the final coin on today's incredible journey. We've uncovered treasures worth tens of thousands of dollars, but this last one, this is where rarity transforms into legend. This is where a simple Washington quarter becomes a fortune beyond belief. The year again is 1964, a year of change, a year of endings, and a year of beginnings. The United States Mint was producing its very last quarters struck in 90% silver, the final breath of a silver era that would never return. But within that massive production run, hidden like a needle in a haystack, are a tiny number of pieces so rare, so mysterious, that collectors whisper about them like myths. One of those coins is right here, the 1964 Washington quarter without a mint mark. At first glance, you might think, wait, isn't that common? But let me tell you, when a coin like this surfaces in very good condition, carrying a natural grey shade that time itself has brushed across its surface, it becomes something far more powerful than just a collectible. That grey shade isn't damage. It is a sign of authenticity. It's the color of history. It is proof that this coin has survived decades without being stripped, melted, or ruined. It's a natural tone that tells collectors, this coin is untouched, it's pure, and it's real. And the absence of a mint mark, that is where the mystery begins. The Philadelphia Mint in 1964 was under enormous pressure. The silver crisis was looming. The nation was transitioning into a new coinage era, and errors slipped through. A coin without a mint mark from that year isn't just unusual, it's a message from history, a symbol of the chaos and urgency of the time. And here's where the story transforms into treasure. The current market value of this 1964 Washington quarter without a mint mark, in this very good condition, is an astonishing $192,000. Yes, $192,000. Let that sink in. What looks like a simple gray-toned quarter is actually worth nearly $200,000. Dollars today. This isn't a fantasy. This isn't an exaggeration. This is the real collector's market right now. And the value of this coin isn't standing still. It's growing. Every auction sets new records. Every collector wants it. Every passing year, fewer survive. Owning a coin like this isn't just having money, it's having a treasure chest in your hand, a once-in-a-lifetime miracle. For collectors, the message is clear. Never overlook the 1964 quarters. Always check the mint marks. Always study the toning. Because buried in those details may be a treasure that could change your life forever. And that, my friends, brings us to the heart of today's journey. From the mysterious brown and black layers of the 1959 D to the patriotic bicentennial no mint mark of 1976, to the breathtaking brown waves of the 1964 D, and finally to this legendary 1964 no mint mark gray shade quarter worth nearly $200,000. One thing is certain, Washington quarters are not just coins. They are treasures, they are fortunes, and they are living history. So remember, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep watching True Coin Value, the most faithful, trustworthy, and updated channel for discovering the hidden treasures of your pocket change. Because every day, new surprises are waiting, and your next coin might just make you rich overnight.